we should be live. Okay, we should be live on Twitch, YouTube, and on Instagram. So gotta get back into doing these lives. So it's so nerve-wracking when you're starting something from the jump without being super rusty. Hey, Anjali. And let's check if we're live over here. Yep. So I'm doing figure drawing sessions. Okay, and we're back. So I'm doing figure drawing sessions for 30 minutes. I already did the 30-second sessions, a minute session. Now I'm up to the 5-minute session, and yeah. It gets easier to draw the thing, but then you also run out of things to draw because you think you're done, but then your eyes gets a little bit forced into looking for more things to draw. Alright, so we're gonna black all this out. Let's see. Okay. Hey, your eyes get a little bit forced to look at more details and shapes because we already blocked out sort of the bigger shapes. So let's see. Okay, so I can zoom in a bit. Here we have some hair. And yeah. Let's see if this thing is running correctly. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Is there sound? Okay, yeah, there's sound. Okay, let's get back to the música. Okay, and I want to start doing these live more often because it sort of helps me stay accountable and gives me focus, because when I'm drawing for myself I tend to jump into other things. Alright, so that's done. Okay, so we have the latex suits. I guess it's a good thing, so that way I don't focus so much on the details, if not on the forms and on the shapes and then the energy. So the first thing I always like to do is to get the head, then the body, and then figure out the energy where the pose is going, or the energy that the character needs. Okay. And yeah, we have that. Now we get to draw the legs. For the legs, I usually just go for this cone shape, and then sort of like a diamond on the shin and down. Then she's wearing boots, so there's like a, instead of just a triangle, usually I'll do this, but it's a little bit more blocky. I just realized that her knee is sort of bending in a little bit. So this part here, it's a little bit more bent. So instead of drawing it over, I can just move it with the liquefied tool. And then I'm measuring things now, and I see that this leg is a little bit higher. Hey, what's up, macho? Alright, we have 2 minutes left with this drawing, and I'm starting to see all the things that is wrong with this one. Alright, I just want to distort it just a little bit so I can throw the balance off. And then I also see this hand should be more straight. Okay. Just over here practicing some figure drawing and getting back to doing these lives that I've been thinking about for way too long. I'm like, oh, I should go live, and then the whole day goes by and I didn't do anything. So yeah, today I just decided to just jump in and not think about it too much. And I didn't have a drawing in mind, so I've been thinking about doing these on Fridays, these live sessions. But I missed on the third Friday in a row, so decided to just go on and jump on the live sessions. Alright, let's see. Still feel like this pose is not sending any energy out. Feels super, it's like stiff. Alright, so this one is 10 minutes, and I really don't like this pose, but I'm gonna push myself. Okay, wait, so it started over. Let's see. So those are the 1 minute, and I was up to the 10 minutes. Okay. And this is the poses that I'm used to, not so dynamic. These are the easiest things to do. So again, I like to find the torso, then the hip, and go for this sort of, find the movement. Then the arms at first, I just like to do some lines. Alright, so I like to find the way the shoulders are pointing. and the way the hip, it should be making this contrapposto energy. They come to a point. Alright. Now I get to work on this stomach and the arms. Usually the elbow begins where the rib cage ends. And then the forearm ends where the crotch area is. It should be like here. Then the hand comes in. And although I can't see under the, you can't see the legs position exactly, but I imagine it's something like this. Okay, for the hand, just do a little block. Put the fingers in. Let's see something. Okay. I'm trying to see what's happening on YouTube, if anything's happening on that end. Okay. So the legs, and I try to think of it as an armature model, where there'll be a joint in the middle there for the knees. Alright. I got 6 minutes left. Yeah, so for this one, the triangle makes sense, like the last one. Okay, so 5 minutes on the clock, and I can say I'm done, but again, this is the part that just gotta find more details and push the drawing. Okay, let me see if I can focus on the head a little bit and make some funky hairstyle. So one thing that a lot of artists run into is running out of things to draw, or studying too much and not being creative enough. So it's good to always add your own flavor into the drawings, so you don't get tired or bored of studying. And it's good to add your own flavor into things, because you can practice your creativity and your imagination. Alright, so he has a sort of a skirt, But I am thinking of something like a Super Saiyan, this guy. Just gonna add some weird hairline. Maybe add the Vegeta. Should add another layer just so that I can have, let's see, so I can have the, hey, what's up? Que lo que? Dime, gordo. Yeah, so I'm gonna add another layer so that I can play around with imagining what this guy could have been, or making up a backstory of a Super Saiyan who arrived and doesn't have a blasting power, so he carries around a spear. Let's draw his tail.
Mama has a pee-pee.
Alright.
Can Mama pee-pee first and then I lay down with you? Why are you crying?
Let's see.
You don't want Mama to pee-pee? You want Mama to
So
pee-pee on herself?
now.
On her pantalones?
Alright, let's see. What else can we do with this 1 minute left? Hola Maricel, ¿cómo tú estás? Alright. So I guess we can see 15 minutes, 15 seconds left. And what the heck did I do? There we go. Okay. So we have something. A Super Saiyan who landed and doesn't have ki blaster, so he uses a spear to fight. Alright, and we're finished with that. So now we have another. Let's group this one. We can start another session. Okay. Let's see. So as you can see, the head is sort of pointing that way, and the body comes in this way. And again, we do the top of the body and the bottom. not so dynamic. This pose, but with the legs, it gets a little bit more dynamic. The most important thing when drawing the limbs is the angles of the limbs. You want to make them too low or too high. And again, doing the cone shapes. Another thing I used to do was like measure the distance from where the hand ends and just go back from there. That way it's just a little bit more accurate in terms of length and spacing. Okay. So the same way I do the legs, I do the arm, and then I do the wrist. So from the elbow to the wrist. This guy's looking down. And this other leg is in this direction. I'm trying to get the Twitch open on the computer just so I can just have it open. Okay. I think I did the head too far back. So I just move it forward just a little bit. We have 5 minutes left. And this hand, just move it a little forward. Okay. And here we have the base of the skeleton. Now we can add some other elements. Just gonna add some random hair. And the armor, just whatever comes. This guy could be like a Sonic, like a human Sonic. And want to emphasize on the shoes.